you're watching the second installment on the video series on skinning with Degrafa. Now last time, we took our awesome button skin, and we basically drew up strokes and filters, did some stuff in the style.css, so let's run this. So we have kind of our base button with a nice glow and only one color being manipulated to act as a gradient. But we don't have any states for over and down, only the text, which is ugly because this dark green doesn't really go with this pink to me. So let's first change the text color. Go to our style.css, and under the color property, let's type in text selected color. This is going to act when we click down on the button, and let's just assign that white. And now let's get our text rollover property, color, and let's make that white as well. Awesome. So if we run this again, we should be able to see nothing happening for our states. We want the text to be white for all our states in this particular tutorial. So let's go to our awesome button skin. Now we're going to be editing our states, and like I said in the last tutorial, we're going to be utilizing our geometry composition and adding to the states property to make them respond to state events. So what we're first going to do is we're going to add a new gradient fill. We're going to be doing this by copying and pasting basically for both our fills and geometry compositions. Now there's easier ways to do these. Maybe if you're editing like one or two properties in each skin, it might be better to go the ActionScript route using switch statements, and I will explain that in a later tutorial. But for now, let's just copy and paste. Let's copy our linear gradient fill and paste it below. Let's rename our ID to overfill. Keep the angle of 90, and the gradient stop ratios you can keep as well. The only thing we're going to change with this one is we're going to adjust the brightness of the top, making it, let's see, 80 instead of 50. That's good. Now let's go to our geometry composition, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add to the state property up skin. So this is going to act as our up skin, the one that we made before. Let's copy that now and paste it below. Now we're going to make our overskin. Rename the state to overskin. And let's rename the fill to overfill. Save it and run it. Whoops, doesn't look like we have anything. Let's go back and see what's wrong. There we go. Now it's working. I don't know what was up with that, but you see we have a light highlight right there when we have our over. So let's go back and make our down state. We're going to do the same thing with the fills. Going to copy our linear gradient fill. And name this downfill. Now for the color, we're going to do something a little different. Let's go back up to our properties, our bindable properties, and under main color, let's make another bindable private variable. And let's name this underscore down color. The type of uint. And we're just going to give this a color of black. It's just zeros. Okay, now we have our down color declared. We can now go back to our down fill. And in here, you've obviously probably guessed we're going to be using black as our down fill. So we're going to replace the main color on this first gradient stop to down color, underscore down color. And now for the second one, because you can't really get any darker than black, we're not going to have to use this color utility. So we can delete this and just keep the binding in there. And we'll just reference down color. Now we can go to our geometry compositions, and we could simply copy and paste below. Rename this down skin with the fill down fill. Let's save it and run it. So we have our button with an overstate and a down state, which is now black, and it kind of goes from a darker gray to a black now with that color utility. So now in this tutorial I've shown you how to add to the different button states, and in the next tutorial I'll show you how to manipulate things like the down color or the main color or even the corner radius. Add that to styles so you can manipulate them in style sheets and not go back to this code again or have it hard coded. So stay tuned for the next episode, and thank you very much.